Spirituality is the medium which frees our mind of all emotional shackles and temptations and guides us towards enlightenment and peace. Himali Spiritual Center is the gateway to liberation from pain, misery and suffering. Here, through religion, meditation, yoga, worship and gem therapy, all troubles are treated. Himali Spiritual Center, 718-887-2929.
Namaste and Happy New Year. कैसे हैं सब? All good. So from me, Sherry and my mentor Himali जी, हमारी दोनों की तरफ से आप सबको नए साल की बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो. Himali जी.
Thank you, Namaste. I would wish everyone a very, very happy New Year. और मैं माँ से भगवान से प्रार्थना करती हूँ कि इस साल आपके लिए अच्छा और बढ़िया जाए.
Thank you, Himali ji. As we all are very excited to know about our मंथली कहूँगी हिमाली जी की एनुअल हॉरोस्कोप, जिसकी हमने पिछले वीक अनाउंसमेंट की थी, पिछले साल अनाउंसमेंट की थी. वी मेड एन अनाउंसमेंट दैट वी हिमाली जी विल बी
generally how is Aries people are and what is the prediction for them
for those 12 signs.
Yes.
Okay. तो क्या आप तैयार हैं friends? This is a live program on every Thursday from 7:30 to 8 p.m. We bring Himali ji in the studio for you. You can ask one question based on your date of birth, place of birth and your time of birth. And also friends, we have a request that on viewers request, Himali ji, प्लीज़ लेट्स रीस्टार्ट रीडिंग द हॉरोस्कोप, क्योंकि लोग बहुत इंतज़ार करते थे कि हमें पता हो, आइडिया हो पूरा महीना कैसा जाएगा. एटलीस्ट वंस अ मंथ.
So we'll do once a month. We'll start this year. We'll do first Thursday that comes in that month.
Okay.
I'll do the horoscope for that.
Perfect. So I'm ready for my sign. क्या कहता है मेरा sign?
Well, this is a great. It's 2020. Okay. So it's number 4. So a lot of people who's born on the 4th, who's born on the 31st, who's born on the 13th, who's born on the 22nd, they add up to 4, like numerology. Right. We're talking about 1 to 9. So if let's say you're born on the 4th of whichever month, you are number 4 and the Aquarius rules them. Then you add 31, that is also a 4, 3 and a 1. Okay. You add 22, that is 4, 2 and 2. You add 13, which is 4, 31, 4. So anyone's birthday whose is on the 4th, whose is on the 13th, whose is on the 22nd, and who is on the 31st. This year is going to be really, really good for them, excellent for them. So if they are waiting to make any plans, it will be very good. If they want to build a house, they want to expand, they want to do spiritualism, this is very good. They will do a lot of changing, good, positive in their life. Then we have January, which is a very important month, we feel. It's Makar Sankranti, which is on the 14th. Right. Otherwise, it's known as Lori. People do a lot of this. People on the north, they celebrate a lot. Which means, Surya Bhagwan, Uttarayan par gaya hai, Makar Rashi mein gaya from the 14th. So the daylight, I think it gets more warmer and brighter.
Yes.
And we have also, the very, very important is we say the Shani. Shani Satsati, Saturn moves from Scorpio on January 24th. It moves to Aquarius. So anyone's moon, this is what I try to explain to them. The moon was in Scorpio. For the last 7 years, they were going through Shani Satsati, a lot of difficulties. Now Shani leaves Scorpio. So now Shani is going to be on Sagittarius, is going to be on Capricorn and Aquarius. So these people are going to have difficult time with Shani Satsati. And जो लिब्रा है तुला राशि में जिसकी मून है उनको डैया आएगा. So if your moon is on Libra, you will have 2.5 years before your next golden period. But if your moon was in Virgo and your moon was in Scorpio, this is going to be a very, very good year for them, excellent for them. Whatever they were going through for the last 7 years is going to be good. Also in January, what we have is on the 25th of January, we're going to start which we call Guput, with secret Navratri. You heard me say spiritual people do 4 Navratri.
Right.
So 25th is going to be the first Navratri. A lot of people who knows how to read the Panchayat, who knows the date, also fast on those days from the 25th for the next 9 days till the 2nd of February. They will fast, they will do Havan, they will do Puja Path, they will grow Khetri again, they will put a coconut in their house. So that is a very spiritual 7 days in that time too.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Good.
So there's a lot as we go step by step, weekly as we come, we will remind you. But the most important, they should remember that those of you who were going through Shani and now Shani leaves you, so you can get some relief. And those who are coming into a Shani, what you should do is you should be praying to Hanumanji, we always say. Or if you cannot, if your religion, you cannot pray to Hanumanji, it's not a problem. What you do, you stay vegetarian Tuesdays and Saturdays. And if you can light a mustard oil diya, it will also help you.
That's so wonderful, because fasting every day, people are really hesitant that, oh, हमें सारा दिन भूखा रहना पड़ेगा. But you gave us 2 days, Tuesday and Saturday.
Stay vegetarian.
Right.
It's not, you don't have to stay bhukha. Some people like to eat once after they do the pray, they will eat puja, they will eat once. They could do that, and whole day they could just juice or liquid. Right. So Shani will go into more details. We have been doing it last all the time. I tell people, you know, this is a time that if you, Shani is not really bad. If it's a time that you did anything wrong, Shani is like more justiceful. It does justice. So if you do good, you do donation, you pray, you meditate, you'll be harmless.
That's right. इसीलिए कहते हैं ना, हिमाली जी, do your good karma so that when they come back to you, they come back in a good form.
And it's not necessary like you do good to me, so I have to do good to you. Somebody else can do it to me.
That's right.
So I will read the horoscope.
Yes.
I will do the whole 12 month if we have time. So we'll try to go fast. And every month beginning, I will talk about the whole month for those people, so that there is something different we try to bring for everybody.
Perfect.
Aries is a fire sign, and they're ruled by the planet Mars, and they are cardinal, and the symbol is Ram. Cardinal means they're very moody. If they feel like it's no and they need to change to yes, they will change to yes. So they're very flexible people, and they're very moody people, and they're very independent people, and they're very secretive people. They doesn't like to share a lot of stuff. They keep a lot of things inside of them, male and female. But they like, in business, they could become their own. They like to work for themselves. So I've seen mostly, if they work for themselves, businessman, businesswoman, they do very well. If they become physician, they also do really well. I know a lot of Aries, male and female physicians. And if they also go into spiritualism, like be a spiritual person, they also do very well.
Okay.
For this year is a very good year for them. Whatever pending work they had for years that was pending from last year, this year they will change. Students will do extremely well. Health-wise, they will be good. If they're thinking of starting a new business, this is a good time for them. If they're thinking of buying a property, this is also a good time for them. They should wear color red. 9, 13, 22 is a lucky number for them.
Great.
Taurus is an earth sign. They're ruled by Venus. They are fixed sign. So if they say yes, is yes. If they say no, it's no. It's very hard for them to adjust. Their symbol is the bull. So that's why they say they're hard-headed like the bull. They're very loving husbands, very loving of son, brother, sister. They're very loving. They love their family very much. Aries men, on the other hand, they're very good as a father, as a son, as a brother, as a sister, but they're not a good husband. Okay. They always feel that their wife. So this one is other way around. The Taurus men are very romantic. And Taurus, female and male, they have to fall in love to get married. They can't just marry anybody that if I fix or if their head say, oh, this is good person, they can't. They have to be with somebody that they married. The most difficult thing for them, it is change. If they could little bit adjust with the things they do, it will be very good and beneficial for them. But for Taurus, this whole month is a very good month for them. The beginning of the month will be little trouble for them. Towards the ending of the month, a lot of difficulties will come to a solution. They will get some sad or bad news from a loved one or a family member that will make them sad. But their health will be good. Students will have little difficulties in study. So students, please ask your guidance counselor, talk about it before you go ahead and change your subject or do anything drastic, because there is a little problem in your study and education there. And you should wear a yellow. Sapphire will be good for you. Yellow is a good color. 2, 8 and 25 is a lucky number for you. Now, Gemini. Geminis are air sign, and they're ruled by Mercury. They're mutable sign, and the symbol is the terrible twin. Well, we call them the twins. So Geminis are very intelligent people. They catch things very quickly. If they see, they do it really well. Very intelligent people. And what they have, the biggest problem is to make a decision themselves. They have very difficult to make decisions themselves if you leave it to them. They don't make decisions too well quickly. And as a child, you should keep them with good, positive people. They'll go positive, good. If you keep them with negative people, they tend to observe a lot of negativeness of the behavior. So if you have any children or yourself, you feel negative, stay with positive people, do positive things, you will feel happy and better again. They don't like to hurt anybody's feeling. They try to keep everybody happy. By doing that, they hurt themselves and they feel very sad and happy. But they're very good friends to keep, very good, especially if you are stubborn, you're a very good friend to keep with you, because Gemini tend to adjust with you a lot. This is a very good month for them. Financially, they'll be good. Health-wise, they'll be good. If they're thinking of doing any of their own business, they should do it by themselves. They should not do it in partnership. It's not good for them. If they're thinking of doing anything other than real estate or buying a business, they should do investment, which will be good for them. Again, they should not do anything in partnership. They should do it themselves. If you are going into a government job, this will be a very good year for them. Geminis, this is extremely good if you're in music and art too. Wednesdays are good days for you. Lucky colors are green or blue. Lucky number is 5, 10 and 21. Cancer. Cancer is the sign of water, and they're ruled by moon, and their cardinal sign, and the symbol is the crab. So if you realize, Sheriji, Leos and Cancer are the only ones who doesn't share a planet, share a sign. Everybody else, they share.
Exactly. I would like to mention it because my brother, he's Cancerian, and I know how secretive he can be, because they don't have many friends, many social.
Yes, they're very secretive
circles,
people.
yes.
And they're very close people, and they like to do
yes.
things themselves. They're very deep, sensitive,
yes.
emotional
very
people.
family oriented, like to stay
they're
home.
They're very spiritual. Cancer women tend to be taking care of her home first. So her home, her family will matter more than outside people will come. Right. They're very close. They don't, get into too much gossip. They don't get into too much problem. Right. They stay away. They usually go into computer fields. They usually go into electric things. Yes. They do very well. Yes. They're very much with the brain. They get very shy quickly too. This month for them is a little mixed month for them. Beginning of the month, it will be a little difficult. After that, things will get better. Financially, they'll get little tight, and then things will get better for them at the beginning of the month. Health-wise, they will do good. If they're thinking of taking a trip or a vacation, this is a good time for them to plan out. If they're thinking of doing a family event, which is also a good time for them, there won't be much change in their job. If they're thinking of changing job, this is not a good time for them. Monday is a good day for them. Lucky colors for them is white and cream. Lucky numbers for them are 2, 11, 20 and 29. Okay. Leo. So everybody comes to like a Leo, they feel like, they get very, right, this is a hot-headed, but they're good people too. Leo is a fire sign. They're ruled by the sun, and they are a fixed sign. Their symbol is the lion. So they feel like the world should revolve around them. If you have a family or loved one or significant other is a Leo, they're very proudy people. So if you feel they said something, just say okay, then tell them no, it's not, and then they will change. Other way, they take a lot of time wasting on arguments and doing things, and they're very fixed. So they're very good loyal friend. If they say yes, they yes. If they say no, no, because Surya, sun rules them, so they're very egoist people. They do very well in their own business. If they become the leader, they do very well. They like to lead. They don't like to be told what to do. They like to do their own job. So I find them very good businessmen, very good leaders in the world. They do very well in land-related properties. They do really well in spiritualism. They do really well in any field. They put their mind to it. They do very well. I have seen very good doctors, physicians who are Leos. They have their own business, plus they do something else. So they like to multitask. It's very difficult for them to do one thing. They do multitasking. They are very good friends to have, but if they say no, then they means no. This year for them, well, this month especially, as we're doing monthly, is a very good month for them. Whatever pending work they had, it also will delay. If they will plan out new business. If they, especially in real estate, they will do extremely well after a long time. Whatever time they wasted last year, this year will be in positive. Health-wise, they'll be good. If they're planning to do a vacation, this is a good time for them. They will also travel a lot this month, I feel. They will be very good for them this year. Their lucky colors, what they should wear is white. The lucky numbers are 1, 10, and 19 for them.
Great.
Virgos are the earth side. Their planet that rules them is Mercury, and they're mutable, means they can go. If you say if they want to change, they will change. If they don't, they won't. There are the sign for them is the Virgin. Is the side, the female.
Okay.
They will like nice things. Usually, Virgos, they will like nice clothes, nice house. They were very self-respectable people. They like organized, neat, tidy. So they were very much focused because they're ruled by Mercury. They don't like too much limelight, like flashy life. They try to stay a little bit on the lame side, little quiet. They'll do very good office managers. They'll do very good in any field that they put their mind into it. This is a very good month for them. They will see that job-wise, career-wise will be very good for them. If they're planning to do anything, will go. If they are thinking of going into study or education, it will go. Students will do really well. If they're doing their own business, this is also a very good time for them. So whatever was delaying for them this year will be very good. And if it was very good, it will be even better for them this year. The lucky color they should wear is green. 4, 13, and 22 is the lucky dates. Libras are the air. Their element is the air. They're ruled by Venus, and their sign is a cardinal. The symbol is the scale. The scale. Taraju. So it's very difficult for them to make up their mind. They're ruled by Venus, so they like nice clothes, nice living, very romantic they are. And they also have to be in love to be in their relationship. But what they feel like is very difficult for them is to make up their mind. The decision is very difficult. By the time they make up the decision, they either get into trouble or they get into some difficulties. This month it will be very difficult for them in the beginning of the month. Financially, they'll be a little tight. If they're working in the government, they will have a lot of good news and positiveness. If they're doing their own business, it could be delayed. They should try to pray and meditate more. Health-wise, they'll be good. Ladies will do a lot of traveling. So if you are a Libra woman and you're in business, you're doing a finance, you will do a lot of traveling this month. White, blue is your lucky color. Number 9, 18, and 30 is the lucky numbers. Scorpio is a water sign ruled by Mars, and they are fixed signs. So the qualities of is fixed, just like Leos. They're very fixed. They're hard-headed. The symbol is the Scorpio. So they have good and bad. They're very, very good husband, very good wife, very good mother, father. So they are excellent with their family. They're very tight. And if they're your friend, they're your friend. If they're your enemies, then they're your enemies. Then they will get you really bad with the enemy fight. If they're in Scorpios, is one of the side that the Surya Bhagwan unfortunately is in a lower place. So they get a lot of discredit in life. They work very hard and the appreciation is little. So I always urge them to wear a ruby. Ruby stone will help them, and they should change that ruby every 3-4 years, because you get a ruby, it's not for life. For any stones that you wear, you should change it in every couple of years. Health-wise, this year is very good. This month is very good for them. But health-wise, they will have problem on and off, on and off. If they are looking for like to get married, this is a very, very good year for them. If they tried to get into a career that delayed them for the last 2 years, this is a very good year for them. They will go into career. They usually do very good as a surgeons. I've seen them. They usually go into spiritualism, which is very good. They usually go into detective work, which is very good. Scorpios tend to love to have a career. They just can't do anything. They have to have a career, and they become very good, but they don't get appreciated because of Surya Bhagwan is in Libra, so is in a lower place. If they wear a ruby stone, they do Gayatri Mantra, they fast on Sundays is very good. If they wear red color, is very good for them. This is a very good month for them. They will do a lot of positive things to change people. Financially, they will do really well. Red 4, 12, 31 is very good numbers, dates for them. Sagittarius is a fire sign. They're ruled by Jupiter. The quality is mutable, so they also can go out of their side. The symbol is an arch. So they're very people, they like to do things very subtly. They do things very secretly, but they're ruled by Jupiter, so they tend to do their own business. They're very good at what they do, especially if they get into music, art, they'll do very good. If they go into doing their own business, they do very good too. This month is very good for them. They will do very well with their business. If they're thinking of working for somebody, this is also a very good month for them. If they're thinking of changing their job, this is a good month for them. Health-wise, they'll be good. If they should wear yellow sapphire is good for them. 3, 12, 21, and 30 is their lucky days. Capricorn is the earth side. I'm trying to go fast so I can cover everybody.
Your viewers are waiting,
Yes, so they're all waiting, everybody. So Capricorn is the earth side. They're ruled by Saturn, and they're cardinal, and the symbol is the goat. So they're very stubborn people. They don't like to say too much. They keep a lot to themselves. They do things when they want. They're very, very good friends, and they do very well in business. And they tend to do things that, if they do hotel, motel is very good for them. If they do restaurant, is very good for them. They also do very well with their any other professional, but mostly business they do very well. This month will be very good for them. They will do a lot of changing with families. They will attend if they haven't met any loss, any families or relative been distance, they will come very close for them. If they have any court case, this is very good month. Year, I will say, is good. Everything will go into their own size. Especially if they are children, they will do very well this month. It will be very good for them. They should wear blue color. 8, 17, 26 is a lucky number for them. Aquarius, they're air side, they're symbol of Saturn also, and they're fixed people. And then their symbol is the water. You will see the water there, very symbol of that is. And they're very stubborn. So if they say yes, yes, if they say no, no, and they don't like to be told what to do. You cannot tell them. They're very much of a free people, and they like to dream. So they will dream of a lot of stuff in their mind. They're very big dreamers, what they would like to do and what they will dream. They're very good friends. They're very much secretive people. They're very husband and wife. They're very good to each other, but they like their own distance. So Aquarius women don't like to be told. They like to be very much free. So does the man. So if they marry into a people which are like who doesn't like to be told what to do, and they're very free, independent, they will do very well. If they're not very needy people, so they need their space. So I have seen a lot of Aquarius. They're very good as friends, but they're not very good as a husband or a wife because they don't like to be told what to do. This is a very good month for them. Job-wise, they will do very well. If they're thinking of traveling, religious places, this is very good. Students will do excellent. Health-wise, they'll be good. If they're thinking of buying properties, it is good for them. If they're thinking of doing business, it's not good. They should, if they want to do, they should do something themselves, not as a partnership. The color black, blue is good for them. Number 4, 3, 22, 31s are very good months for them. So this year will be really good for Aquarius. Because also numerology, we say, number 4 is Aquarius, so they will do very, very good. Pisces,
which is the last
one, which is the water sign ruled by Jupiter, and their mutable sign, and they are the 2 fishes. You will see they're the 2 fishes sign. They're very good friends, they're very loyal, they're very much spiritual people. They become very good writers in life. They will write very well. They'll become very good professors in life. They do very good in their own business. This month is a very good month for them. They will financially do very well. Business-wise, things will pick up after the 10th of this month. They will do really good. Relationship, they will do well. If they're thinking of moving a state or job, which is a good time for them. Students will do really well. Lucky color for them will be yellow. The numbers will be 3, 12, and 30.
Wow. All right, friends, that was the, I would say, monthly horoscope.
It was monthly little bit, and some places I did certain, say, for yearly. So it was mixed, but next month I'll put them all monthly, so it will be less and not so much. But overall, everybody is a wonderful people. I deal with all different monthly people in my life, and everyone is unique and everybody is special in their own way.
Himali ji, in short, what are the precautions for this year that everyone should be taking?
I feel like try to get a read, like get everybody, because Shani changes, so it's very difficult to say whose is what. Try to get a personal one-to-one reading with an astrologer or your pandit or a spiritual person. Get a read and see what's happening. If you're in a bad period, what you should do. If you're in a good period, what you should do.
That's great. All right, friends, हमने अपने नए साल की शुरुआत कर दी है. I hope you like this horoscope reading and will continue with this. And we are sorry we couldn't take much calls today because this was really important and you demanded for this, right? So Himali ji, फिर we have Makar Sankranti, which is on 14th for this month.
But we also say Lori.
Lori,
as known as Lori, people will celebrate on the 16th.
Right.
And Shani moves from changes on January 24th. So that is also a big date. But I really pray people that astrology is very small, low. But spiritualism, bhakti, pray is very high. So even your astrologically, it shows is a bad time. But I believe if you pray to Bhagwan, to Ishwar, to Khuda, to Allah, with no doubt, all this negative can be all eliminated, like removed from your planet. Your whole horoscope can change. So I believe in the power of prayer. I believe in the power of mantras, duas, simrans, part, because above all of this is God.
That's
Bhagwan.
Right.
And if you have a guru, I always urge people, please follow your guru if you're in a difficult time and listen to your guru, because a lot of people love the idea of having a guru, but they don't listen to the guru. They don't listen to the spiritual person and they don't follow guidance. So this urge, I ask everyone this year, as the year is here, you learn from your past, do not repeat your mistakes, and if you can sit with your guru, with your spiritual person, with your pandit, open up your horoscope, your book, and let know what's happening and what you should do. Use astrology as your guidance, but it's not your decision maker. I have said this many, many times. I have seen people astrologically will be so difficult, so bad, that I tell them to pray, do this, do donation, dan, punya, and I have seen things drastically change for the positive in their life. So I prefer everybody, if they could do some donation to the needy people in this world. We have so much we have, and we don't realize that we're not grateful for. So this year, try to put some little money for the people who really needs us the most, and also what you can do to better your life, not only by, oh, I'll eat less, diet, exercise, but spiritually, what you can do for your soul. So with that, I wish you a very, very happy weekend, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.
Spirituality is the medium which frees our mind of all emotional shackles and temptations and guides us towards enlightenment and peace. Himali Spiritual Center is the gateway to liberation from pain, misery and suffering. Here, through religion, meditation, yoga, worship and gem therapy, all troubles are treated. Himali Spiritual Center, 718-887-2929.